WordNerds. So with The Strange and Deadly Portraits of Bryony Gray, there is not much romance in it, mainly because it's horror middle grade. So middle grade in general is going to have very tame romance if there is any, and because it's a horror novel, there's just not much time or need for romance in it, basically. So it really wasn't something I had to tackle in my debut novel. Now, however, I'm doing a YA, and while it's mainly cannibalistic witches fighting murderous Irish gods, there is the occasional scene where girls are kissing girls, which is fun and exciting in a way, but also there's one problem. His lips brushed hers, stirring the juices of her... Ah, really? What? Why though? Come on. Oh no, that's nasty. I am not a romance person. But of course, I still want to include some small bits of romance in my story, so here are the ways that I've been dealing with getting over or around my hang-ups with romance writing. Tip number 1 is obviously read as much as you can of the type of romance you want to write. And I think one thing to decide, and I guess that's going to be my number 2 tip, so I'm going to do 1 and 2 kind of together. The second tip is to decide on your heat level. Decide what you're comfortable with in advance, and don't try to force yourself to write something more sexy just because you think that readers will want something steamy on the page. Clearly, I am not comfortable with Nora Roberts' levels of heat, but other people might be. So experiment and see what you're comfortable writing and stick to that, because if you are uncomfortable or awkward or it doesn't feel natural to write a certain level of heat on the page, your readers are going to pick up on that. So when you find an author that has your heat level and you think they've done it really well, go ahead and read all of the love scenes that you can get your hands on. I have actually found that Cassandra Clare is perfect for my heat level. The City of Bones is something that I've read over and over again, just the romance scenes, because I think they're so well done and it's the perfect level of heat for me. She's more of a fade to black writer, and that's right where my comfort zone is for writing romance scenes. That is about as intense as I get, and I am totally okay with that and comfortable with that, and that's probably what I'm going to be sticking to. Now, I know there's a lot of people that say we should have more sex in YA because honestly, teens have sex. This is just a fact of life. And if you're comfortable with that, go for it. If that's something you're cool with writing, then I absolutely encourage you to do that. But if you're not, don't let yourself be pressured into it. Writing sex is like real life sex. Don't do anything you're not comfortable with. So these are my tips for writing romance scene for those of us that are just not romantic people. And always remember, there is nothing wrong with just fading to black.